Hello students, my name is Siddharth and I am the faculty of mathematics at Rawat Public School. Today in this video we would be learning the chain rule formula, chain rule method for differentiating any function given to us. In the previous video we discussed about some certain formulas or the differentiation of certain functions in mathematics, and now how we can use those functions, those changes or those formulas using the chain rule. So let's understand the chain rule here. Chain rule is very important for differentiating any function, because I can say this is the key of differentiation. How a function is to be differentiated in some steps, those steps are followed in the chain rule. So there are basically some 4 steps, but I can say depending upon the functions availability in the questions, the steps can go up to infinite, because if we have number of functions, we have to do number of differentiations, right? So the basic 4 steps in the chain rule are as follows. The very first is, whenever we have a question, the first step is to differentiate the power of the main function. The first step is differentiate the power of main function. And how we will identify that this is the main function? The main function is always written at the first. The first appearing function is always the main function. We will differentiate the power of the main function, not the main function, just the power, using the x to the power n formula. The second step in the chain rule comes after differentiating the power of main function. We will be differentiating the main function itself. So first the power of main function, second the main function itself we would be differentiating. The third step is that differentiate the power of subfunction. Every differentiating function would be having one main function and one subfunction. Subfunction can be more than one, but there would be definitely one subfunction. And if that subfunction has a power, you will differentiate with the power first of all. Now the last is differentiate the subfunction. Right? So first the power, then the function. Then again for the subfunction, it's power and then subfunction. And if you have more than one subfunction after this as well, the process will go same. You will differentiate the power and then subfunction. Again, differentiate the power and then next subfunction. And these steps would be keep going. So the rule of chain rule is, the method of chain rule is differentiate the power, then main function, then power, then subfunction, then power of the next subfunction, and then subfunction itself. So it goes like power, function, power, function, power, function. And all these steps are to be kept in multiplication. Differentiation of this, multiplied by 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 differentiation of this, and so on. So this is the chain rule, where we can use those derivative formulas that we discussed in the previous class, and how we'll be using, in what sequence we'll be using, is the chain rule. Now let's take an example. I'll be taking at least 3 subfunctions and 1 main function. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. If I frame a question myself like y is equal to log I will be taking later on, let's say 10 cube cot square log x cube, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 sub functions and 1 main functions. And how would you identify the main function? The main function is written at the first. The very outermost is the main function. Now according to the chain rule, we will be differentiating the power first of all. What is the main function? 10. 10 got a power here 3. So we are differentiating with respect to x. This will become dy by dx. And now x to the power n. X to the power n says n dot x n minus 1. Means n x n minus 1 and rest as it is. Power differentiated. Now the main function tan theta. Tan theta means sec square theta. So I will be writing sec square and theta, this complete is theta. Done. Next step, power of sub functions. Power of main function, power of and the main function differentiated. Now sub function. Next is cot. Cot has a power here. So power in everything in multiplication. Power cot log x cube. Done. Now the sub function cot theta. Cot theta means minus cosec square theta. Power of sub function and power differentiated here. Next, sub function is log x cube. Log has no power here, so we will be differentiating log directly. Log x means 1 upon x, as it is. Log differentiated, now the sub function. Sub function has a power here, x cube. So x cube would be written as 3x square. And differentiation of x would be 1. Now we can simplify it. The differentiation part is done here. We can just simply simplify like minus sign at the front. 3 to the 6, 6 is 18. Like this we can write in a simpler way. But the chain rule is been applied here. The differentiation is done this way. Power of main function, main function. And then, power of main function, main function. Power of sub function, sub function. Power of next sub function and then sub function. Then again sub function, its power and then sub function. So the chain rule says the rule is differentiate the power first and then function. Power function. Start right from the beginning and differentiate in the last function. Power function, function, power function. Because it has no power here, no whole power of log. So skip that step. So this is all about the chain rule, and this is how we can differentiate any function given to us following these steps mentioned in the chain rule. Thank you, sir.